Good morning. Before I start, I want to make a special thank you to one of the members of the Probiotics Polska team who has worked very hard to put on this Congress. Gabriella, thank you very much for all your hard work. So I'm going to speak about our product Scd Essential Probiotics. First of all, a technical definition of probiotics from the World Health Organization, which is live microorganisms which, when administered in adequate amounts, confer health benefit on the host. So, as I mentioned in my presentation yesterday, this is the strict technical definition of the word probiotics. In order for probiotics to be effective, they must survive stomach acid and bile, and they must reside and live in the intestine in order to impart health benefits. Another word to define is synbiotics. Synbiotics are products that contain both prebiotics and probiotics. Scd Essential Probiotics does contain both prebiotics and probiotics, and it also contains other metabolites from fermentation such as antioxidants, amino acids, and vitamins. Scd Essential Probiotics has 11 live probiotic strains. It is pH balanced for the digestive tract so that it survives stomach acid, and it is used to restore microflora balance in the digestive system. It supports intestinal health overall. It supports healthy immune function, and it promotes regularity. The list of species in Scd Essential Probiotics are as follows: Bacillus Subtilis, Bifidobacterium bifidum, Bifidobacterium longum, Lactococcus lactis, Streptococcus thermophilus, Lactobacillus Acidophilus, Lactobacillus bulgaricus, Lactobacillus casei, Lactobacillus fermentum, Lactobacillus plantarum, and Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Each of these species is classified by the United States Food and Drug Administration as generally recognized as safe. This is the label for Essential Probiotics, which is available in over 5,000 stores in the United States, including being carried by the largest pharmacy in the world, CVS. Other ingredients in the product: it's a liquid fermentation product using water, certified organic sugarcane molasses, and certified organic juice concentrates from blueberry, cherry, and pomegranate. And of course, there are no genetically modified organisms used in the product. Scd Essential Probiotics uses state-of-the-art probiotic science with artisanal manufacturing. It's based on centuries-old fermentation techniques. This proprietary technology delivers a probiotic unlike any other. Scd Probiotics complies with current good manufacturing practices, which are guidelines enforced in the United States by the Food and Drug Administration. GMP guidelines provide a system of processes, procedures, and documentation to assure the product produced has the identity, strength, composition, quality, and purity that is represented to possess. Also, we discussed yesterday the consortia technology. Of course, this product is manufactured using consortia technology. And again, it's basically where multiple cultures are grown together rather than conventional probiotics, which are a pure culture process. The usage: adults and children over 12 take 1 tablespoon daily. Drink it straight or simply add to a drink, and for more intensive use, up to 3 tablespoons daily. Children from 2 years to 12 years would take 1 teaspoon daily, which is 5 milliliters. Oh, by the way, a tablespoon is 15 milliliters, a teaspoon is 5 milliliters. So there's much scientific research coming out about probiotics, being published in scientific journals around the world. And the research supports the use of probiotics for irritable bowel syndrome, infectious diarrhea, allergies, constipation, tooth decay and periodontal disease, vaginal infections, stomach and repository infections in children, skin infections, Crohn's disease, building the immune system, and generally promoting digestive health. Now, I'm going to discuss a little bit of the science behind each of the microbes that we've selected for the product. Bacillus subtilis is a bacteria of the genus Bacillus belonging to the family Bacilliaceae, which comprises 17 genera according to the approved taxonomic classification. B. subtilis is a gram-positive, aerobic, mesophilic, neutrophilic, motile, rod-shaped bacterium. Similar to other members of the genus, it can be endospores that enhance their survival under adverse conditions. B. subtilis bacteria adapt very well to changing environmental conditions and, as thermotolerant organisms, are able to grow even at a temperature of 60 to 70 degrees Celsius. Their strains, again, are Gras listed, and the genome of B. subtilis was the first fully sequenced bacterial genome and was found to be composed of 4.2 million base pairs and to have a low GC content. Bifidobacterium bifidum is an unusual probiotic microorganism in that it settles mainly in the mucous membranes of the large intestine and the vagina. It protects against colonization by such invasive pathogenic bacteria as E. coli, Clostridium, and Salmonella, by producing lactic and acetic acids which lower intestinal pH. B. bifidum prevents the growth of unwanted bacteria. Also, it has been shown to enhance absorption of dietary elements such as iron, calcium, magnesium, and zinc. Bifidobacterium longum naturally colonizes the human alimentary tract. It plays a beneficial role in discouraging the development of harmful bacteria and strengthening the body's immune system, which comprises the digestive tract's immune system, often referred to as gut-associated lymphoid tissue. The immunoprotective potential of B. longum has been proven to result from its ability to stimulate the host's cellular and humoral immune response. Bacteria of this species can synthesize B vitamins, nicotinic acid, ascorbic acid or vitamin C, and biotin, as well as amino acids including alanine, valine, and threonine. Lactobacillus acidophilus is a natural constituent of the human digestive tract. It was first isolated and characterized in 1900. Bacteria of this species grow well in an acidic environment and have been found to support the function of the gastric tract and the absorption of nutrients. Lactobacillus bulgaricus was isolated for the first time in 1905. It's thermophilic lactic acid bacterium that thrives at temperatures of 43 to 46 degrees Celsius. And it transforms threonine to acetic aldehyde. The species is used for the production of yogurt, giving the product desired flavor properties. L. bulgaricus bacteria are able to synthesize substances with antimicrobial activity. Lactobacillus casei is a mesophilic catalase-negative bacterium that produces lactic acid during the homofermentation of glucose. Bacteria of this species can colonize the alimentary tract, which means that after entering the body they begin to multiply in the digestive system. L. casei competes against harmful microorganisms for the receptors of the intestinal epithelium, with the result that the unwanted bacteria are prevented from adherence and development. The species has been documented to aid digestion and to have a positive effect on the immune status of the body. Lactobacillus Plantarum. The genome of Lactobacillus Plantarum was the first one in 2003 to be sequenced for the genus Lactobacillus. Bacteria of this species are facultatively heterofermentative. Under slightly aerobic conditions, some L. plantarum strains synthesize increased amounts of lactic acid. L. fermentum, Lactobacillus fermentum bacteria are obligately heterofermentative microorganisms that degrade pentoses and hexoses in the phosphogluconate pathway with the liberation of carbon dioxide. They have a variety of applications, especially in the fermentation of human food and animal feed, such as making silage. Some strains of L. fermentum are naturally resistant to antibiotic and chemotherapeutic drugs and have been observed to reduce cholesterol levels. Lactococcus lactis bacteria are gram-positive, non-motile, non-endosporous, and facultatively anaerobic cocci with the ability to homoferment lactic acid. Heterofermentative lactic acid bacteria of the species can metabolize citric acid under anaerobic conditions in the presence of a fermented saccharide, for example, glucose or lactose. Niacin, the best known bacteriocin and classified as an antibiotic, is produced by strains of L. lactis. Saccharomyces cerevisiae is a yeast species whose particular strains are applied in a variety of food-making processes and are of great importance to people. Isolated by Mayen in 1938, it was the first member of the genus Saccharomyces to be identified. S. cerevisiae cells are mesophilic organisms characterized by aerobic and anaerobic metabolism. The species is a chemoorganotroph, depending on organic compounds as a source of energy and carbon. Since it became the first eukaryotic organism to have its complete genome sequence determined and published, S. cerevisiae has been a model for preclinical trials and a tool to analyze basic cellular processes in eukaryotes. Streptococcus thermophilus. S. thermophilus is a gram-positive, thermophilic, non-motile, non-endosporous organism classified as a lactic acid bacterium with an optimal growth temperature of 45 degrees Celsius. The main pathway of its fermentation is the production of lactate from lactose. Scd Essential Probiotics can hydrolyze lactose in milk products, suggesting the use for lactose intolerance disorder. So, what to remember about Scd Essential Probiotics? It supports healthy digestion. It's an energy and immunity booster. The liquid form makes it easier for your body to assimilate than a dry pill or capsule packaged product. It's easy to use for daily use. And there's good evidence in the research and scientific literature to use it for treatment of infectious diarrhea, antibiotic-associated diarrhea, to prevent necrotizing enterocolitis in premature infant mortality, and there's promising evidence for the prevention of atopic conditions and constipation. Thank you.